Hey, welcome back to another video. This is Jake, and today I'm just going to give you something totally different. I'm going to give you a list of alternative chord names. When I play music, when I hear music, when I write music, I really like to label chords with specific words, specific emotions, even scenery, all right? Because it helps me kind of recognize that chord when I hear it, and it definitely helps me when I'm composing, when I want to elicit a certain emotion. I know what chord I might want to use for that. So a really quick example of what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at a minor major seventh chord. That's a root, a flatted third, a fifth, and a natural seven. Now that cluster of notes there, I just call it the detective chord, all right? What I visualize in my head is, the Dick Tracy detective in the smoky room, the silhouette windows. It's very obviously mysterious to me, okay? And so when I hear something that is blatantly mysterious, and when I hear something that all of a sudden conjures up thoughts of, the backroom detective, with his spyglass, I know that I'm hearing a minor major seventh chord, all right? I don't have to calculate it. I don't have to figure it out. Just like if I show you the symbol, you don't have to figure out what it is. You can instantly, name it. You don't have to spell it out and try to, go through, an index. You just recognize it immediately. So that's what I try to train myself doing with chords. This doesn't work all the time, all right? This is something that does work, for me, maybe half the time, where I can just instantly identify a chord. But if that fails, then I can just calculate it. I can, audibly count out the intervals of the chord, and it'll give me an idea of what chord I'm working with. But I prefer to just bypass all that. I prefer to just try to let my ear hear what's happening and then just know it. Okay? But that takes a lot of training. It's still something I'm working on. But what I want to give you here today is just a really quick list of chords and the alternative names that I've given them. I might also give you some alternative imagery that it might, conjure up in my head. Like, for example, major seventh. If I think about what a major seventh chord sounds like, that to me is very lounge singer-ish. So I get this image of, some lounge singer next to the piano on, some cheap cruise ship or something like that. It's very kind of schlocky to me, very, hey, it's like, I don't know, it's got a weird feel to it. So, that's one of those things I might, demonstrate as well. But this is totally subjective, okay? I want you to play around with these chords on your own, and I want you to try and imagine, what does this remind me of? Does this make me think of a place, a person, a smell, a word, literally anything that you can hang onto that chord, anything you can tag that chord with is going to make it easier to identify later on when you hear it. And it's really going to come in helpful when you want to compose and you want to make a specific sound, especially if you're into like film score or if you do sound design. A lot of times you need to make something sound or feel a certain way. And if you know immediately, hey, we need to make people feel relaxed here. Oh, how about a minor seventh chord? That would be a really good way to make them feel relaxed. I think that's a good compositional technique. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this little list of alternative chord names, and I will see you again next time.